Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us on Daybreak Extra. So let's talk about Eid al-Kabir, which is also known as Eid al-Adha. It is a significant religious holiday in Islam. It is celebrated worldwide by Muslims to commemorate the willingness of the Prophet Ibrahim, also known as Abraham, to sacrifice his son Ismail, which is Ismail, as an act of obedience to God. Eid al-Kabir is a 4-day celebration that begins on the 10th day of the Islamic month of Zulhijjah. It is a time for Muslims to come together with families and friends, share meals, and engage in charitable acts. So Eid al-Kabir is a joyous occasion that promotes values of faith, obedience, generosity, and compassion. Hence the question now, how are you celebrating your Sallah, your Eid? Today is Arafah, as earlier Fatih pointed out, is Arafah day, and it's also, as it is happening, it's preceding the Eid al-Adha. And while we want to put this out there, because this is a phone interaction, so it's not just for Muslims. If there is one thing we've all been pushing for, is unity and at least learning the good things that you see other religions do. We also do this during other Christianity programs, religion, and we talk about this. So what would you do, since this is some holy period where you can easily be charitable, do good things, and feel good and feel fulfilled that at least you've been kind to people by doing kind gestures around you. So let's talk about how you will be celebrating your Salah. The numbers will be displayed, of course, on your TV, where you can get to call us to dissect this. And while you're, of course, talking about your own take, would be explaining further on the rituals that the Muslim tend to do during this period. Now, Fatima, how do you plan on celebrating your own Salah? I'm curious. I am so curious to hear.
Why are you after me this morning?
No, I'm not.
First of all, you said I do not travel.
The first thing I did was amazingly praise you. That was the first thing I did while the show started.
Yeah, first of all, you said I do not travel. Now you're asking how I'm going to celebrate Salah.
No. I just want to hear.
Yeah, so that you steal my idea of celebrating Salah, right?
Like, just it would not be
okay. So, like I rightly mentioned earlier, definitely I'll celebrate with our neighbors, and then afterwards, because tomorrow is the Salah day, which we get to slaughter, and then cook, fry, and what have you. And then the next day, which is Monday, is where you get to start receiving visitors, or you go to visit, you send out foods to places that maybe you can't reach and stuff. So yeah, I tend to celebrate with my family and then welcome some visitors if possible, and then go out to see what charity I can do.
Yeah, I mean, you've just painted an amazing picture. If there is one thing that, of course, this period is known for, it's for charity, especially the Eid al-Adha, where you get to cut meat, because there are some people that, while that whole year from the last Eid al-Adha, they have not, you'll be surprised, but they haven't had meat to eat. So yes. Yeah. And in every community, you tend to have the poorest of the poor. So this is an opportunity for you to, when you slaughter your own ram, you can easily, or cow or camel, whatever you can afford, you can pack some of it and give to these people. Hence the reason why it is even said that you have to, or if you are able to, then you do it and give neighbors. Yeah. And there is something about Eid that, let's not forget, both Eid, we're talking about the small, and there's the big one, which is Eid al-Kabir. We do the Eid congregational prayer, where we go to a very big open space where all communities would do. Now, if communities are super large, if communities are big, sometimes they tend to have 2 Eid mosques, while if for others they tend to have 1, but it always expands more than just your mosques. It expands more than just your area mosques that you normally go and pray. This is bringing communities together, and sometimes you tend to meet people whom you have not met in the longest time in the Eid ground, and it's also another beautiful thing. So people go for Eid. The 2 rak'ah that is being done there is not only to praise Allah, because we all know how congregational prayers tend to be more appreciated by God. So if it's not only about meeting, coming together for a religious purpose, you tend to meet people that you haven't met in a long time. Like the last time you went to Eid ground, did you see someone that perhaps it's been a long time since you saw the person?
Yeah, so it's a place where a lot of people gather to pray.
Yeah,
you may see people you've never met before. So it may be because some people will go to some other mosques to pray, but then you can't just say you find everyone in same Eid ground. So but then there are times that you definitely come across families or friends or even your own relatives that you've not seen in a while, that maybe they've traveled and now they are back, they want to celebrate Salah here and all that. So we have this thing that we do, we come together as families during Salah. All our families come together. It's either we go to Maiduguri or we come down here with children's and grandchildren's. I know, so we tend to do a family reunion kind of thing.
That's a beautiful thing, honestly.
Yeah.
And apart from, you just pointed out something, saying even people you don't meet. One of the rituals that also I see people do is when you immediately after Salam, of the prayer of Eid on Eid ground, people around you start doing salam to them. Yes, you've never met them, you don't know them.
When that's what it's done even in Mecca.
Yeah,
immediately after the prayer, and you just see, and then they bring you give your money for the ram, and you don't even see it, but you can actually just feel to say, oh, you would like to have a taste of it. If not, it goes for charity. So it's so lovely,
so beautiful.
And
indeed. I was speaking about, of course, the sacrifice of animals, usually sheep or goats, usually, but then you can have cow, you can use camel if you have the ability to. So basically, this is done. We all know the history from Bible and Quran of how it led to, use a ram instead of cutting the neck of your child, which was a promise that the Prophet Abraham did. So this is something that is emulated. Most times, immediately after Eid, you come back home and then you visit every Muslim house, and they are slaughtering their ram, and that's how some people will tell you, please, I want the skin so that I'll eat more from it. And then, we have the intestine. It's really beautiful how after it's done, people really fetch it and say, oh, take this to so person's house, people who cannot really afford to take it to this. That's another beautiful culture. It's something that brings you super close to people. And let's not forget that there is the removal of zakah, even though mostly it's done during the Eid al-Fitr, where it is compulsory for you to fetch food for people. But then in this, after you fetch, if you give meat, it is super good for you to think of people, especially this Arafat day where tomorrow is Eid. Some people are thinking of how they would cook for their family because they do not have any grain of food at home. So today is the best day.
It's going to be expensive.
Today is the best day for you to fetch rice, if you have rice, if you have any grains.
Zakat.
Yes, to share to people. If not, the men in the family and the women would be thinking of how they are going to feed their child. So please, do some nice gestures that would remove, the future occurrence of stroke in someone's life, because people are really in dire need of help these days. So the Arafat day is that day where you can easily fetch food that you think it's necessary. I mean, but you can go as much as even giving tomatoes and all of that, but then the main important is giving the main food, which could be rice, grains, to help people. Away from the sacrifice of animals, there's the distribution of meat to the poor and neighbors, which is something we already tackled. There's visiting of family and friends. Fatima, I am really peculiar about this. I love this. We all know sometimes how tedious life can be, especially in 2024, where people have been so occupied with life that you don't even get to see family and friends. So this is that time of opportunity where every visit you make, you get reward for it. And while of course we love hearing the sound of our voice, it would be great for you to call or send WhatsApp message via the numbers displayed on your TV screen. Let's hear your take on this. For the WhatsApp message, you send it to the first number, and you can call any of this line. Let's hear your take on how you plan on celebrating your Salah. If you're going to spend it at home, not doing anything because you're not Muslim faithful, please go ahead.
Well, it doesn't matter, you know, if we celebrate Christmas with
of course. Oh my God. There used to be time where it was really fun. I remember last year, December, when we had a bishop here, God bless him, and we spoke, and I made reference to my childhood while growing up, where there would be Easter, where there would be carol, and then we would literally pack ourselves and go learn to sing, and we'd knock on people's door and we'd sing carol for them.
This shows unity, you know, there's no discrimination about what religion or who, because we all have mixed families from sort of these days, so you can't say, oh, you discard this or go for this, and also
it's all about respect.
It's all about respect. It's all about showing love and showing that we are together despite whatever hardship that we are facing. So but how do you intend to celebrate Salah yourself?
Well, in the few times that I would
I remember last year you came with the pot of your house.
Well, this time, I don't know if I have the energy for it.
Oh, no, you must continue from where you stopped.
I don't know if I have the energy for it. But then, if there was one thing I'm looking forward to, if at all the job would allow me away from it, is to spend more time with family. Because honestly, I have not really been spending time with family. It's
you're always, when you are leaving, you always drop by to the house to go and check your
It's quite funny enough, before I used to have time to even spend weekends over, at least just to... It's been a while, let's catch up. But then these days, even when I go, I'm quick. I'm like, you know what, I have work tomorrow, so I need to go and rest. So I just need that long period. Sit down, relax, just talk about things, catch up.
But it's good that you drop by, you know, time to time to check on your family. And then you now go back to your own house and all that. So it's actually lovely. I think I'll come and celebrate Salah in your house this time.
You're welcome.
So I'll come and take the pot of your house and bring it to the office.
All about that pot. You're welcome. Please do not think, don't send people to. I don't think I have one.
No, come to Summayya's house to celebrate.
There is no RAM this year because RAM is 1 million.
Well, funny enough, right? Someone told me that he went to the market with 200,000 to see if he could get a RAM, and I was like, "Are you living in Nigeria or you are just hallucinating?"
No, it's possible, Joe.
Yeah, there are places where you can actually find, because I heard some places you can actually get, I think the lowest is like 230, 250 upwards.
Okay, those people are extortionists. There are other places that you can definitely go and get. You know, even in the Kara markets in Kefi, you can have way below 150,000, way below. And I don't want to be specific, but you go there and you tell them,
I'm sure that would be like I passed my neighbor kind of.
I cannot believe you actually just use RAM as an,
how much is in the picture of the short RAM that is dwarf?
Yeah, and I've come to understand with this Eid that there is different species of ram, which is something I never knew.
Oh yeah, I heard about the Dankasa and the Dansarauta. Well, thank you for reminding me of that, because I was actually saying that, you know, just to crack up yesterday. Yeah, so there are, I don't know if this is the Dansarauta.
Yeah, if you notice some horns are really twisted.
They are like this, some are like this. Yeah, different, you know.
While others are really standing, just like this. This is different. So I don't really know
just
how.
Just like we are different in our different creations. Yeah, that's how they are too. So, but then, yeah.
It's so really interesting.
I need to know more, because I never knew that there are different species, like you said, the Dankasa. I was surprised and thrilled when I saw a video of a lady saying this is the Dankasa and this is the this and this. I was like, okay, wow. So
and at the end of the day, the best one gets the most prize.
Yeah, so and then those are the ones that are going for the 1,750,000 and all.
1 million. Yeah, when a cow it's I think approaching 2 million. I would rather buy the cow because it looks bigger. And the fun thing about this, I mean, Islamic clerics have said, if you cannot afford, oh, we have camel. There was a beautiful little camel that you can afford. But then we all know how camel can be super expensive. But if you can afford
you know, there are people that have not bought their rams or the camels or cows or the goats. They are going to do that today because they feel the market is going to be a bit less.
Yeah, or even the day of Eid. Yeah. People would buy the day of Eid.
You know,
people would buy
permitted.
after.
Yeah,
a day or
that's
two.
what I was about to say. It's permitted for you to slaughter a day or two after the Eid. So I think a lot of people are going to get it more lesser.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, please, let's hear from you. Go ahead, call the numbers on your screen or send WhatsApp message to the first number. Let's hear your take on this. And now let's move to exchanging of gifts. You know, one thing why this period is emphasizing on exchanging of gifts is because sometimes we get super carried away. Sometimes economy becomes super hard. Sometimes buying gifts for someone is really dead. Okay, I think we have our first caller. Let's pick the call. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Summayya.
Yeah, it's good to have you, Muhammad Modibo.
Yes, Muhammad Modibo on the line.
Okay.
My regards to Fatima.
I'm right here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Muhammad, for joining us. Go ahead. How do you plan on celebrating your Eid?
Yeah, mine is just to give advice to people out there. Amid this economic hardship, Salah is something else, so to say. And people must take it easy. People must not go and do something beyond their own level or status. People must do it according to their earnings. Don't go extra miles trying to do something that is beyond the size of your own pocket.
Yeah.
Trying to please the people around you, and at the end of the day, you will end up being at the receiving end of it. That is not what Salah is all about. This Salah, we have to bear at the back of our mind is a religious thing. We are to worship our God, and we are doing it in order to have more rewards on the scale of our good deeds, because it is something that is being ordained religiously for us to do. And you shouldn't do it when it is beyond your own level. If you have, you offer the sacrifice. If you don't have, don't pressurize yourself. Don't try to, go out there taking loans here and there that at the end of the day you cannot pay and start hiding yourself. Maybe you will end up being in court with the people that you collected loans from them. That is not what Salah is all about. And amid this economic hardship, this is the right time the people need to be assisted. You have to consider your neighbors. You know them. You know those that are struggling with life. They need to be given succor. They need to be assisted. As you people rightly pointed out, that we have people that they have forgotten the last time they ate meat. Maybe the last time they ate meat is since last Salah day, or this the Salah that just passed during Ramadan. Maybe that was the last time they ate meat. So this kind of people need to be assisted, and we are calling on well-to-do people in the society to continue to extend hand of philanthropy to other people out there, to ensure that those that are living in the areas where we call ghettos, where they are not doing well, the well-to-do people must assist them and ensure that they give out palliatives that will reach those people, so that at least they will celebrate the Salah in happiness, and also will have that sense of belonging that yes, it is a Salah day, and the people that care, that lives around them, really cares about them and extended a hand of benevolence to them.
Indeed.
So we have to, and my advice also out there to youths, that they should take it easy. They should yourselves in an orderly and disciplined manner. Salah is not all about going out there, organizing parties, moving on the street, driving recklessly, shouting, disturbing people. You end up losing your life. Life is for the living, and you have to be very careful. We all have one life to live. If you go out there and start driving recklessly, taking intoxicant, thinking that you are just living on top of the world, you will end up being at the receiving end of your recklessness, and you will suffer alone. So the youth out there must take it easy and ensure that everything is done in the right manner. That is my little take. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you so much, Muhammad Modibo, and we hope that after this week you come back and tell us how the Hawandaba in your own city was conducted. Appreciate you for calling in. He basically covered a lot of things. I would say one of the things it's calling on the youth. I remember the Eid al-Fitr, the one that passed. Where immediately after the Eid, the youngsters picked on their bikes and were driving recklessly on the streets. Now, if you're not harming yourself, you could harm someone. So definitely that's a call on people to be extra careful. Life is one and you don't play with it. And then he, of course, supported and echoed the fact that you need to be charitable in order to, fulfill that kindness, to fulfill what the religion has actually told you. So it is a
I mean, have you seen the pictures of this member House of Reps, Leila's husband, Gagdi, distributing over 400 rams to his constituencies?
That is really good.
That's the act of charity that we're talking about. And then, we are seeing some of the governors actually coming out to also, distribute some items and stuff. So I think in all preparation for the Salah celebration, because to ease the hardship on people. So yeah, the right thing is how people would be celebrating Salah amidst this hardship.
Indeed.
How are you coping? How do you intend to,
All right, before there was something audible, so we'll come back to that. Let's pick a call. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, we lost that call. Please go ahead, call the numbers on your TV screen, and you can send WhatsApp message to the first one. Do not forget to include your location while sending and your name while sending the WhatsApp message. Now, earlier, Mohammed Modibo first started with the fact that you should not go extreme in order to do
beyond what you can do.
This is something that it is obligatory if you can afford it. But if you cannot, then it becomes a voluntary, so you don't have to go overboard. Hausa people would say Sallaya, which So
he actually mentioned the death.
Of course. So you go borrow money, which literally translates with it has passed and it has left the fool to continue paying back debt that maybe you even don't even need. You never needed to even collect in the first place.
You don't need to impress anyone. The Islam makes it easy. I mean, all religion, I would say, makes it easy for you to actually celebrate with your loved ones, no matter how little. Just wait. If you want to, you have the heart to give, you want to share, I think that's what matters.
Indeed.
It's not to go beyond what you can do. No matter the little you have, even if it is just one person you feed, or you come together to eat, like we normally used to do, we just sit, everyone, and then we be adjusted. I don't know if it was, if you've seen videos of where families will be eating, and then when it comes towards the end, everybody is waiting, and then they just take the plate out. Stuff like that. It just reminds
all of that.
Exactly. So when we come together, we play some games that we have not played before, just to create and bring that bond, make it more stronger. Because when you are together, you bring that bond, and then when you eat together, also it increases the love that you have for each other.
Eating in big tray, everybody coming together. I mean, if there is one thing the Eid shows, is how different cultures are doing almost the same thing. Which you see someone from Ethiopia putting a tray, and then family are sitting together.
We have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. What's your name and location?
My name is Ahmed. I'm calling from Kogi State.
Kogi State, even though I didn't get your name. But Kulsum. Nice. Thank you for calling. So tell us, how are you celebrating Salah?
I'm doing chin-chin, sharing for my neighbors. I'm doing
Can you reduce the volume? Can you reduce the volume of your TV, or just stay away from it so we can hear you? Because there's noise coming back. Our voices.
Kulsum, are you still with us?
So just
please reduce the volume of your TV. We are not hearing you because of that. Are you with us now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so go ahead. You said you feed your neighbors.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a beautiful thing. Okay. Well, so what about the ram too?
Ma'am?
What about the ram? You plan on sharing your meat too at Joe, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's really good.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's good. That's a good act.
Indeed. Thank you so much,
Thank you so much
for that. At the end of the day, while we, the older generation, know what to do, the younger generation need to be taught what to do.
Yeah.
And it's always good to hear them saying, okay, we can even share our meat.
All right, good day.
Yeah, thank you. And we all know how they don't really want
a young girl calling to say, oh, she's willing to do that. This is actually lovely.
It's exciting.
This is what we are talking about.
It really breaks my heart when we feel that the Eid is much more deserving, like the younger ones deserve to celebrate it more. The more we get older, we are out of the spirit. We're out of the effort. The excitement is dying, and it should not be so. It's something that, honestly, even when you grow old, you should be excited to wear a new clothes on each day. You should be excited for, people coming together, sharing neighborly love, cooking food and dishing out to, like, Fatima, I have to tell you, go and look for the 35 other neighbors you have behind you, not 35? Only the 5.
Oh, Summayya, why are you, why this morning? Why?
Let's take this call. Good morning. Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your TV.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. It's good to have you. Please turn down the volume of your TV.
Good morning.
Morning.
Your name and location.
My name is Ahmed Wazirizada. I'm calling from Bauchi.
All right, Ahmed, thank you so much for joining us.
So how do you plan on celebrating your Eid?
As we are about to celebrate our Sallah tomorrow by the grace of God,
Inshallah,
we are really prepared for it. And by the grace of God, we will do the needful by offering the sacrifices and visiting relatives, friends, and other neighbors. And by God's grace, we will do it in accordance with the provision of the Islamic provisions.
Of course. How are you coping though with the current economic downturn?
Yes, despite the economic hardship, we will, by the grace of God, try our best to do the needful by using what is available to us.
Yeah.
First, by doing our sacrifice, that's by slaughtering rams and what is available for us, and to do the other Islamic provided means of assisting the neighbors, friends, and the relatives.
Of course. I mean, that you just painted a beautiful picture. Thank you so much, Ahmed, for giving that. And sometimes, one beautiful thing about the Islamic faith is that when you even think it, if you think of something good, even before execution, you already have the reward. How sweet is that?
Yeah, I love the fact that he said what they can afford. Like we always say, there are some people that can afford either of the things that we mentioned, either the sheep, cow, goat, or the ram. They can go for chicken or turkey and stuff like that. So it's the act that matters.
Yeah.
And you don't have that much. So we have a message. It says, "Good morning, Trust TV. I am Mukhtar Caesar from Jos. Eid Kabir in advance. I wish all Muslim Ummah a very happy Sallah. I'm going to celebrate Sallah with my family and friends. We are going to eat, drink, and visit our relatives. If I thought we are in the same state, I could have visited you too, because I can't afford to miss Fatima and Summayya's food."
And I'm sure you're talking about Fatima. Fatima is the best cook at this point.
Oh, wow.
but thank you so much, Mukhtar.
That was a lovely message, Mukhtar. Thank you so much.
The gesture, of course, you're part of Trust TV's family. So come, let's eat.
Because he sends us a lot of messages every week. So he's trying to keep up as well. But actually, I have a lot of people that are actually keeping up with us. So it's good to have that.
Of course.
Okay, so we have another caller. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and location, please.
Yeah, this is Danny calling from Jos.
Okay, thank you so much, Danny, for calling. Tell us how you went to celebrate Sallah, even though you're Danny. I'm happy that you're calling.
Thank you. Yeah, by the grace of God, I'll be at workplace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm expecting a good friend of mine, Abubakar.
Bring meat, I'm sure.
To invite me for the Sallah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We all do invite our friends and families. It doesn't really matter, but that's a lovely one. So you're going to be at work?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's the more reason why, your friend should bring you,
either to the office or invite you to their house.
You get the visit.
Yeah. So that's
really
a
good
one. Thank you so much for calling, Danny.
I appreciate that for calling.
We still have more messages. I think
this is more reason. I mean, sometimes even friends, we all know how people tend to leave villages to go to the cities for greener pasture, and sometimes you lose touch with people. So while this period comes with people going back and seeing friends that you haven't seen for the longest time, catching up, eating in the same plate. Let's be honest, it's one of the things that draws people together and put love together, eating from the same plate. I think we need to do more of that this Eid. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Summayya.
Yes, it's good to have you. Your name and location?
Yes, Muhammad Modibo, I am back quickly.
I wanted to say, why does the voice sound like Muhammad Modibo?
Okay, Muhammad Modibo, it's good to have you again. Go ahead.
So something
I have forgotten to wish you and all our viewers across the globe a joyous, blissful, and splendid Salah celebration ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is just what I want.
Thank you so much, Madibo.
You see, our director even had to put Fatima's smile on how much she appreciates.
It was lovely,
it was. The intention for him to call back
again.
Yeah,
and then it just reminded me of Ade. Also because he's always saying nice things, not just to us, but because he said our viewers. So he is a family. Yeah, I just love that word, and then it just made me. So
it's really
lovely.
It's really overwhelm our hearts when we see the fact that our viewers feel connected with us, because that is the aim of Trust TV. We're one family. We always say anybody that view Trust TV for the first time, you're already part of the family. If you should come, people that are able to come to our office, our studio, know how it is. We say the moment you step into our building, then you are a family.
I actually can't wait to read this next message. It's just fun. It's like today is just a fun
Of course,
day.
it's a lighter. We all know how Saturday can be. Already we have Mukhtar Caesar inviting, saying if at all he had exactly.
I would love for him to taste Summayya's food. She's trying to push it. You're trying to set me up by saying I'm a good cook.
And then of course, topping it up, wishing everyone an amazing Eid. At the end of the day, celebrations like this, festivities like this, is what gives us reason to be happy, even amidst every situation around us, insecurity and all of that. We just have a breathing time to say, let's look on the bright side. And
so let me take this message because I need to read this. This is coming from Salamatu Adamu Shehu from Kaduna. She said, Inshallah, I will celebrate my Eid with a balance of religious observance, with family bonding and community involvement, inshallah. And she said, Zamu saka sabon kaya.
And the emoji to add to it, dancing. So basically,
making me laugh, literally.
It's her saying, we're going to wear new clothes.
Exactly. And it's just the way she wrote it, and the laughter, and the way she's dancing. This excitement.
If you recall what I said earlier, I said I wish we could have the same excitement we used to have while growing up. So I think Salamatu just depicted
but
exactly
then, you know,
that excitement.
when I read it, actually, it was so fun.
Yeah.
I loved it. It just lightened my day that, okay, yeah, regardless of what is happening, people are trying to be happy.
Of course.
People are trying to keep up. So it's good. Salamatu, please wear that sabon kaya. Let's see a picture.
It's really, really amazing. Let's be honest. I remember having a conversation with people, and parents were putting their need aside for their children. You know, parents are pushing their needs aside in order to help their children and to take care of the kids and all of that. But then we also are telling the parent, while you're doing necessary things for your kids and all of that, this is the time where you need to do for yourself. Some parents have gone a whole entire year without, you know, buying or sewing a new clothes for themselves. So this is an opportunity, of course, for you to do that. As much as we know we're giving the kids, you also need to do it. It's said that if you cannot afford it, then it's fine. You can just get the one from under the box, the one you know wear occasionally, and wear and wash it and clean it and iron it and wear it. But if you can afford, then at least sew, even if it's a pair for yourself. This is that time. So the excitement, of course, of wearing new clothes cannot even
and then let's not forget, you know, Taylor's disappointing. Summayya,
I don't know what to dampen the mood with that. The one that Salamatu has already, you know, up tempo.
Salamatu has already made us feel that our tailors are not doing well at this point.
Yeah.
Because I'm yet to get my Salah clothes. Salamatu, if there's need, maybe I can.
No, the fun part about this,
get her clothes.
I think people have found a way to deal with that disappointment. These days, you know, it's African culture to wear the Ankara during Eid,
or even abaya.
We've now know that you can wear abaya.
As far as you know,
exactly,
it's just the intent is to wear a new clothes.
New and modest, yes, new and modest. So now people tend to get the abayas, which is already made. Also, and
to just cut off with the drama,
or you get an already made clothes. So people now save up, which we know abaya can be pricey these days, but people save up now in order to get it, in order to avoid it. And oh my God, the splendidness, the beautiful nature when you see people, the men in their kaftans, even some go all tazarche with the women, to the women.
People still wear tazarche.
People, you'll be surprised. I don't understand people. Our former president, what was his style? President Muhammadu Buhari.
Yeah.
He's, you know, it's almost
that's
close
his signature, but then he's the only one I see wearing tazarche.
And there are people that are looking up to him. So
yeah, he's the only one I see wearing tazarche. But then
why is Fatima making it seem so funny right now?
Well, it's been long actually since Muhammadu Buhari left the presidency, and we have not been really seeing him like that. I actually have not seen tazarche in a while.
Yeah, people do it anyways.
But then, anyway.
Yeah, especially tall people. I think they tend to like it more. And anyway, from that picture and to the women, of course, some wearing abaya, some wearing laces, some wearing the atamfas. It's really a beautiful picture. So definitely engaging in charitable acts is something that you're supposed to do. Let's not forget exchanging gifts. Fatima, while of course the major thing about this is giving to the poor, there's also exchanging gifts. It's a gesture. We see Christians do it during the Christmas, and it is expected for you to do it also during Sallah, during Eid. You get gifts and gifts to family. Sometimes parents get little gifts and gifts to their kids. The kids get something to give to the parent. It's just an opportunity for things that you were not able to do for the longest time. You're able to do it now. That's the beauty of all of this. And honestly, I cannot overemphasize how excited that I am, you know, about Eid these days. It is super excited. I love it, and I cannot even wait to experience all of these things going on. Let's see if we have of course few more messages to take and open still hear from you about this. This is an opportunity, honestly. We decided to just extend this a bit just because we want to really hear from you about how you are coping with the of course economic hardship, and are planning to give at least your own quota, because one thing is for sure, as much as you think that you're having a difficult life, there are tons of people that life has been way harsher on them than you, and you realize that you have the little you think you have. If you should just cut it by a percentage you give somebody, you would change the other person's life drastically. So Eid is that time that you stay connected with your humanity, you stay connected with your Lord spiritually, and find ways in order to help your communities and be nice to each other. I always love festivities when neighbors will bring food or some snacks for you, and you get to wholeheartedly eat from your neighbors without seeming as though you are hungry or you're someone who is a longer throat, because that is just you testing your neighbor's food. That is just you sitting with your neighbor to laugh, to gist, to catch up, to know. Because one thing is for sure, even though you have family, even if you have family, you definitely have neighbors. People even consider your neighbors as your first family, apart from your family, of course, or should I say your second family, because these are the people that, if at all something should happen to you, God forbid, if it's good things, they're the first person. I mean, sometimes a pregnant woman can wake up at the middle of the night about to put to bed, and you see the neighbors coming out to assist in order to rush that person to the hospital. Sometimes someone could die, and the first person that would approach you and clean you up before your family get there, it's your neighbor. Sometimes you're hungry, it's your neighbor that would give you something to eat. So I think we are undermining the importance of neighbor. And like I said, Islam is saying 40 houses in front of your house, 40 behind, 40 by your left, 40 by your right deserve you to check on them. And even though we know this society, because everyone is more keeping to themselves, it's always good to make at least effort. You might not even reach the 40, but at least know people that surround you all around that, because these are people that could save your life. These are people that could protect you.
If something bad happens to you, or something bad happens to your family, even when you are not around, it's your neighbors that would be the first contact.
Of course.
So I've seen where a neighbor's house was almost catching fire, and the neighbor luckily was the one that saved the situation. So imagine if you don't have a good relationship with your
neighbors, indeed.
And maybe you tend to disrespect them, or you look down on them, and definitely when something bad is going to happen to you, they'll also be observing, because but they are good ones though. Even when you do them bad, they always want to be there for you.
Yeah, just like the teachings of the Prophet Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, where a neighbor was always pouring dirt over his friends, and he was cleaning it. And so definitely we should all strive and thrive for being people that when they slap you on this cheek, you turn the next cheek. It's also said in the Bible.
Would you do that?
I could try.
If I slap you this side, you give me the other side.
Funny enough,
really?
If it's not a battle that I was preparing for, if I should get slapped, I get shocked first, like, what did I do? I don't even deserve it. But it's something that we should thrive.
But then I'm sure you haven't been slapped, and it's been long that maybe.
No, of course it's been long. Why would they slap me? I run away. I don't like conflicts, Fatima, so I run away from conflicts.
All right, so this is another message coming from Miracle. He says, good morning, Fatih and Summayya. I wish every Muslim Ummah a very happy Sallah. You guys are looking especially great this morning in the studio, especially with the smile on Fatih's face.
Exactly. Now you understand. Now you understand.
Miracle is this? Why does it have our director's name?
Exactly. I mean, what I was thinking, could it be? But then, yes, this would put a smile on our director to not just us, just like the smile on Fatih's face.
Are you not smiling? Have you been frowning?
Funny enough, they are pointing out your own smile. Your smile is extra beautiful today, and I know it's because of the excitement of the ram meat you're going to eat later or tomorrow.
So the funny thing is, right? I actually hardly even eat it.
Oh wow!
So just take that the one that I'm supposed to take after slaughtering, because for everyone that slaughters, you have to eat from it.
Yeah.
I think that's just it for me.
Yeah, the thing from the inside the stomach.
Either the liver or whatever that they make the pepper soup, or that's just it for me.
Well,
I've always been like that. I'm actually not a protein kind of person.
Guess what? I'm a protein kind of person because I am a black, I am African, I am Nigerian.
Well,
so what would happen is, please, your castle, your own share.
Your castle. I actually like more veggies than
okay. At this point, you're more of a vegetarian. Please,
I don't want to accept I am, but I am actually a vegetarian.
Yeah. I'm holding it. Everyone is a witness. I'm holding you to it. I cannot wait to get your own share of the meat. That way, we'll do justice to it. Of course, me and
I know you're going to devour that meat.
Yeah. All right. Let's take this call. Good morning. Oh, it's so unfortunate we missed that call. Wanted to pick one more call at least
before we wrap up.
Yeah, before we wrap up. But then, anyways, today has been exceptional. Even though we didn't really get of course, much calls, but then the messages and the people that were able to reach out to us to talk about this just made a fun-filled day. All right,
I think we have a last
call intended. All right, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, your name and location.
My name is Rabi.
Rabi, where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Kebbi State.
Oh, it's good to have you from Kebbi. So how do you plan on, celebrating your Eid? Do we still have Rabi?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
I just planning just celebrating with my family and include some of my neighbors then, because where I'm living is like in an area where any one of us here just care on his own business. Nobody cares to check on his neighbors. In fact, if anything happens, they don't care to come and like so busy. Let me say, even like control you history or something like that. They just go that. We're not checking on anybody here. But at least we have tried this year to organize like a get together with them so that we sort things out, especially not for our own sake, just for the sake of our children. Because you find out a child is going outside, something and nobody cares to help, something like that. So at least you can discuss that too, because it's a very good issue.
All right, thank you, Rabiu. That sounds like something interesting, so it's good. But then, Summayya, there are people that are going to be sad this Salah because maybe their families, they won't be able to see their loved ones, maybe due to work or the expense of traveling from one angle to the other because it's really expensive to travel.
Well, let me give you there is no need for you to be sad because we are pushing for happiness. So we are so grateful for virtual conversations these days.
Yeah.
So I would advise you connect with your family virtually via Zoom, WhatsApp Live, and all of that. Yes, FaceTime, and put it while your family are eating. You're also fetching your food. I mean, we've seen various adverts like that. So you're eating and gisting and laughing. I think that should, because we just have to find ways
especially
to be
for those that are outside the country as well. But then still, within you can actually do that.
Yeah, you just have to find ways to be happy because this is a period to be happy. This is a period for us to get away from our problems and at least find some happiness. No matter the chaotic life you think you have, there must be something to celebrate. So please celebrate life. Being alive and healthy is one of the greatest gifts that we have, and let's take advantage of that. I mean, of course, I don't know if I have anything for to say more on that.
Well, no, just like I said, so I'll be expecting the pot from your house because I don't do the one in my house.
That back here.
Yes, and I actually would have loved to travel. Yeah. If at all I would travel to celebrate Salah maybe next year. I would love to go to places like Sokoto or Kebbi. You know why?
The Hawan Daba.
Because of the Quran, no, that is there, my dear sister.
Interesting. Okay, that's a beautiful thing. We didn't even get to talk about the Hawandaba.
Yes.
We have a caller. Our director seems to be enjoying this. All right, let's pick this call. Good morning. Good morning. All right, I think the caller is not ready.
Okay, so I think
it doesn't know that we'll pick the call. I mean, when I saw you, when you were talking about traveling, I was just looking at the Hawandaba, even though it so saddens me that it's not going to happen in Kano.
Yeah.
Because
other places would happen.
But so other places, especially Bauchi, you know, when we got a caller from Bauchi, I was eager to ask him how it's going to pan out.
Bauchi, places like Kaduna. Sokoto,
Kebbi, Nasra, all of those places, I know they celebrate it, and
Zamfara,
you will see it on social media.
Like in Borno, it used to be beautiful.
I've forgotten Katsina, Daura, you know, and everyone comes with its own cultural thing where kings would come out and walk with around their people, and there will be all this wave making videos. That's a beautiful.
So let's have this last message, and then okay. So this is coming from Abdullahi Ibrahim. He says, "Hello, good morning, Gamawa local government, Bauchi State. I wish you the best of luck, and I wish all the Muslim Ummah happy Salah. May Almighty God give us the ability to celebrate this that day. And you people are doing great job. Thank you."
Thank you so much, Abdullahi. I appreciate you. I will hope you enjoy the Hawandaba that would be happening in Bauchi as well. We hope everyone enjoy their Salah one way or another. Our hearts go to anybody that is finding it difficult to celebrate Eid, and we hope that God brings you solace through neighbor or someone that could help. With that, of course, we have to wrap up this segment. Thank you so much for everyone who called, for everyone who sent in message. We appreciate you.